Pelosi still isn't satisfied with Trump's executive order and makes this new insane demand by Amy Moreno for truthfeednews.com. President Trump is yet again fixing an Obama mess. After 8 years of ignoring the family separation at the border, suddenly Democrats care and are having meltdowns and crying over the so-called plight of abused illegals. Trump signed an executive order which ended the separation portion of the law, which has been in effect for years. Now families can sit together in detention centers after being apprehended illegally trying to enter our country. However, that's not good enough for the liberals. Now they have a whole new list of demands, and Pelosi's latest could be the dumbest one of all. From Breitbart, President Donald Trump's executive order, which modifies his zero-tolerance policy at the United States-Mexico border, has left Democrats and the open border lobby fighting for an end to all border enforcement, inviting floods of illegal immigration and cheap foreign labor into the country. The zero-tolerance policy mandates that all illegal border crossers, including illegal alien adults who cross the border with children, be prosecuted and eventually deported from the United States. This policy results in border-crossing parents having their children taken into federal custody. This is a loophole known as the Flores Settlement Agreement. In an effort to modify and strengthen his zero-tolerance policy, Trump signed an executive order on Wednesday that keeps border-crossing family units in detention together while they are prosecuted. These border-crossing families will be held in facilities run by the DHS and the Department of Justice rather than being released into the interior of the U.S. through catch-and-release program. For weeks, the open border lobby and Democrats have blasted Trump for zero-tolerance policy, even though the Obama administration also detained child border crossers, as Breitbart Texas exclusively reported at the border, but remained unsatisfied with his executive order. The political left's talking points have now shifted from complaining about child border crossers being placed in separate detention facilities from their border crossing parents to fighting for an end to all border enforcement and detention. For example, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said the executive order does not go far enough because federal immigration officials should not be detaining and prosecuting border crossers at all. Pelosi said in a statement, the president's executive order seeks to replace one form of child abuse with another. Unbelievable. This is like unbelievable. Instead of protecting traumatized children, the president has directed his attorney general to pave the way for the long-term incarceration of families in prison-like conditions. Unbelievable. In a statement before Trump's executive order was even made public, the left-wing American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, blasted the plan, arguing that border crossers should not be held in detention at all and instead should be released. Released where? On the other side, maybe. Not on our side, I would say. Yeah, we'll release them on the other side. The ACLU wrote, President Trump has been brought to his knees. Really? Because of the lawsuit we filed on February 26th and the ensuing public outcry. Kids should not have been separated from their parents in the first place, and they still don't belong in jail. His alleged solution to a crisis of his own making is many months too late. It is a crisis that should not have happened to begin with. He has caused irreparable damage to thousands of immigrant families. The devil is in the details. This crisis will not abate until each and every single child is reunited with his or her parent. An 11th hour executive order doesn't fix the calamitous harm done to thousands of children and their parents. This executive order would replace one crisis for another. Children don't belong in jail at all, even with their parents, under any set of circumstances. If the president thinks placing families in jail indefinitely is what people have been asking for, he is grossly mistaken. Likewise, open border groups, the American Immigration Council, slammed Trump's executive order by saying that the policy to prosecute all border crossers is cruel and unnecessary. The zero tolerance policy is cruel and unnecessary, the group said in a statement. We should not have to choose between separating parents from their children and expanding the shameful practice of imprisoning families. Meanwhile, Trump's plan to detain border-crossing families together while they are prosecuted is supported by a plurality of Americans, including 45% of white Americans and 45% of black Americans. A poll by The Economist, YouGov, reveals nearly half of Hispanic Americans said previously they support the plan. Well, listen, I don't know what's going on. Why should we prosecute? Who are we prosecuting? Get them on the other side. Put them in the cell, a holding cell till you get the bus and drive them back inside Mexico. That's what I would do. I mean, we'll prosecute for what? We don't want them here. That's it. Bottom line. I don't know what these people are talking about. They want everybody in. That's what the Democrats want. They want everybody in, released. You understand? In order to get their New World Order system in place. That's why the herds of them are coming in all at once with that caravan that was coming in. Come on. Enough is enough already. Prosecute. Why hold them in jail to, prosecute them? Prosecute them for what? Just get them out. Get them out. That's all. Ship them back out. We don't need judges. We need vans to ship them right back where they came from. That's it. That's all. Ship them right back over the border. And if you have to do that all day, so be it at night. So be it. We don't need judges. We need drivers and officers, the ICE agents. Ship them back over the border. That's it. We don't want the prosecute. What are you going to prosecute them? What are you going to get out of them? By putting them in jail and keeping them there and feeding them and everything? Get them back over the fence. That's it. I don't know what else to say. And these Democrats are really, getting on my last nerve at this point. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.